Hey, this is Rob Travels with Dottie, and guess what we're going to do today? We are going to check out the Escapees RV resort here, or RV park here. It's a members park. It's kind of like Preferred RV Resort. It's not exactly member owned, but you get your own spot permanently. It's more expensive than here. There are pluses and minuses. It gets a little complicated, which is why I headed out there and I found a wonderful lady that was willing to explain the whole thing to me. And let me tell you, it's pretty terrific, and I think you're going to really enjoy this video. And here we go right now.
My name is Charlene Darling. I'm president of the Lucky Rollers Chapter 14, which is the chapter that started this park back in the day, and they bought the property and they developed it, and we're still here and still kicking after 38 years.
And it's called Pair-A-Dice, right?
And it's called Pair-A-Dice.
And I always see SKP by that. What does that mean?
Escapee. That's the way that we initialize, so it's easy for people to realize that the escapees, without spelling the whole thing out, is SKP. So here we have our entrance, and this says welcome to Pair-A-Dice, and we are a small community. We are a membership park. That means that you really have to be an escapee to come here. But we welcome you with open arms, and we have boondocking, and we also have spaces. Our annual meeting is in November, so from October through the end of November, we're pretty full. Other than that, we're in easy reach of Death Valley, Tacoma, the Hot Springs, California. On your way north to Beatty, an interesting town. Keep going north and you get to Reno eventually, but Tonopah, our capital, and everything. So we're on major routes. We have area, that place where they don't want you to go anymore is just over the mountain of Spring Mountain, which is where Mount Charleston is. And that's our claim to fame, is that you can see it from all parts of the park. And it's in the eastern part. We're now facing west. We have a wonderful waterfall to welcome you, and then we have welcome skips. And if you're an escapee for any length of time, you know that that's the abbreviation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should know that because I've been an escapee member for over 2 years.
Yeah, well, I've been longer than that, but I've been here at the park for 11.
Well, centrally located. How long does it take me to get to Walmart from here when I want to go shopping?
15 to 20 minutes, depending on traffic.
Minutes. Okay, so that's
There's
not too
several
bad.
routes to take. If you take the back roads, it's a little faster because the main road only gets 35 miles an hour, but on the back roads, it's 45.
So if there's space available, you're open to the public, right? Do you have to be an escapees member?
You have to be an escapee member. It's a private member park.
Okay.
If you're not an escapee member, you cannot come in and stay. You shouldn't be driving through all of that.
Okay.
It's private.
Okay. But
membership.
to be an escapee member is not the same as being an owner here. I can, for less than $100, I can become an escapee member, right?
Yes, but we have a limit. We've had some problems. So we have a limit that you must be an escapee member at least 18 months before you can buy into the park, get on the list.
But if I'm an escapees member and I want to stay for a week,
yes,
yeah, I
you
can do that.
come in and you show your membership. They look you up and say, yes, he's a member in good standing. And like I said, there's the boondocking area, which is really nice. It's right out here in the front. And we have a clubhouse and everything, which you'll see as we travel along the route.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's do the tour, and I'll ask you questions while we're touring.
All right.
And I'm interested. Mm-hmm. And we can go.
Okay.
I'm interested because, I'm retired. I'm getting older,
right.
And I travel a lot, but that's not always going to be. And I may want a place to land.
This is great for that. We have a lot of members that still travel on the road, but they want a home base where they can come and refuel their energy and relax for a while off the road and know that they're with family, because we are a family oriented as not, we're not 55 and over, but we are an adult park. We don't have children. We have grandchildren that visit, but we don't have actually children coming here. So these are some of the areas, like this is the lamplighter triangle. So when you're walking, you have a place to sit and relax in between.
Okay.
Each person can decorate their front yard however they like. They have all kinds of different things in their yards and that sort of thing.
The first thing I noticed, and that everyone on the video noticed, there seem to be little buildings.
Some of them are park models, and then others are, as you can see, they're still RVs.
Right.
And they come and go. Some are fifth wheels. This is our clubhouse over here, which you can tour on foot later if you want to. There's Paul, one of our maintenance men.
Hi, Paul.
And we have a nice rose garden over here, and we have a Zen area. We try to keep up the landscaping. But a lot of them come and stay as they get advanced in their years. But then we have people that are renters that come in because they're traveling and they just want to sit down, and they know that the SKP parks are safe. Like the RV in front of us, that's probably a traveling person. But there are park models. We allow some park models.
Well, I'm also seeing, I get the park model part, but little, almost like casita-looking things or sheds.
A shed comes with your lot when you buy in.
That's what okay, so that's what a shed would look like.
Yeah, some of them have added on. This is an end lot with a nice little sitting area that belongs, any of these are common areas, so anyone can use those.
Right.
But that's their shed. So you have a place to store stuff. And some build them out quite elaborately, and they put in patios and stuff.
Right, and you can air condition it, right?
Yes, you can.
And making it into a little office or sitting area.
Yes, a lot of them use it as offices. We do not allow water, so you can't have washers and dryers in there, and you cannot sleep in there or live in there.
Okay.
Like there's one that's well built out.
Oh, look at that. That looks like a really nice site.
Yeah. He's not here at the moment, but he did leave his car.
Oh, wow.
So he would be a member. So
the big question readers are going to say, this looks really nice. How much does it cost? But a membership's $10,000, correct?
That's a basic buy-in without a extended shed.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of where there's one that's basic. And doesn't have an add-on. I think maybe.
So anything with a shed's going to be a little bit more?
Any improvements. If you have an apron, which is what you see over here at this place, he has an extended apron, and he's built on these extra. You get the shed that stops at the doorway to the shed.
Yeah.
They've put a pad outside of that. That's one improvement. Then an apron is another improvement. So those all cost more. Your basic is just the shed without anything else added to it. No apron, no pad, nothing.
So what's the typical price? You can guess.
Now this one's a little less improved. You can see the differences of the way that they...
I see.
Yeah, so that would be a little less improved. We've had them go as high as 15 or 16,000 with improvements, but the basic price starts at 10,000.
Okay.
And it's 2,000 to go on the list. If you want your name on the list, because we do have a waiting list.
Now,
so some of them are more elaborate than others, but he did put a roof on his and swooped it out.
Oh, I see. And it's like not exactly a real estate purchase, but is there a way to finance it?
It's a lease property because the co-op owns all of this.
Okay.
All of it. We have these areas that are empty are our leach fields.
Gotcha.
So
if you want to do this, you need to
Good
get on.
morning, Sharon.
You need to get on a waiting list.
Yes, we do have a waiting list, and that is I don't know how long it is right now. It's been as long as 100 people, but now I think it's less than that. And it moves fairly quickly, as we do have a lot of advanced stage people, because they just don't, they buy it to be here and be safe when they're here, and then when they get so that they can't travel anymore, like good escapees, then they settle in.
Gotcha.
And some of them settle in their rigs, and then they make an aluminum little breezeway, or they just leave their. This is an escapee escaper that lives here at the Chaparral,
Right.
and they bought this to leave here, and they have their other unit that they travel in still, and they work on the road.
Oh,
so
okay.
we have some escapers, which are the younger generation that's going to help us keep this alive.
Right. And this one, the Wildwood one here, has an awning sort of built onto the side.
Yes.
So he's here pretty much full time.
Yes, she is. They buy the parking lot.
All right. So
Yeah.
long list, but what I'm hearing is somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 years you might wait.
Yeah, maybe 3.
And
This is interesting in here. This is our community garden.
Ooh, look at that.
Yes. We have a man, his name is Larry, but we call him Digger. And he's taken care of this. He has a compost pile.
Is that Digger right there?
That is. And this is what he's doing. He's planting for the upcoming season, where we will harvest squashes and lettuce and tomatoes and all kinds of things.
Digger, I'm going to
Hi,
make you
Digger.
famous on YouTube. Say hi.
We're on YouTube.
Hello.
Yeah, what are you planting today?
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Ooh.
There you go. And see, it says Paradise Community Garden.
Oh, I didn't.
What?
see.
I'm sorry.
I planted that row about a week ago over there
Okay.
to see what it would do, and I figured I'd get some weeds pulled along this one and get it watering today.
Okay. That's lovely. You're doing a good job.
Well, I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm doing it.
You know you're excellent. We have all kinds of things. He has an herb garden, and actually I painted that sign. That they needed a new one. And we have figs, and we have oh gosh, I can't remember the name of this fruit. They make stuff out of it. But
Oh, it's
anyway,
quite
over here-
extensive. Oh,
this
wow.
is, yeah, and then we have, tomatoes go in here and all along here. And then he usually has a lot of squashes, from summer squash to, the green one, acorn squash. And then we have our sunflowers on this end, and you saw the other flowers on the other end. This is the back side of our clubhouse, and there's a laundry right in front of us, and then the fenced-in area is our clothesline, where you
Okay.
can hang out your clothes if you want to. And so, it's all kind of nicely compartmentized. He's got hollyhocks and everything to invite the bees in to pollinate our crop.
So
So-
before I lose track, I want to get on the waiting list. It's a $2,000 deposit to get on the list.
Yes.
And a minimum, you have to be an Escapees member for 18 months.
Right.
So it's a couple ways to make sure you're at least serious.
Yes, right.
So if it comes up, I come up on the list, I have the option of saying I changed my mind, I get my $2,000 back, correct?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
But
And
then
the beauty of this lease is you pay this, and what you paid stays in. And then if you decide after you've been here a few years, okay, I'm ready to move on and I don't want to live here anymore, you get your money back. The only thing you have to pay continually out of your pocket is your maintenance fee each year and electricity. The money you sunk into that lot goes back to the co-op. They hold it for you, comes back to you, and then they resell it to the next person.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I put in $5,000 worth of improvements,
Yes.
I get the $5,000 back when I leave.
Minus amortization.
What is or depreciation?
Depreciation.
Depreciation.
Yeah, amortized over time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for the depreciation of whatever you did.
Right, because it's not land I did. I didn't add land. I added a physical thing that depreciates over time.
Yeah, like an air conditioner in the window of the shed, and you leave it, and then over time it's...
I get that, and then the association gets the $10,000 from reselling it.
Yes.
And it goes back.
It goes around and around. This over on your right is the Quonset hut, and in there are tools and leftover lumber from people that have made improvements, all that kind of stuff. That this is a bathroom directly in front of us. There's a bathroom there, and there's a small storage in the front that belongs to the Silver Seekers. We also have propane on site.
Oh, I see.
And that every Wednesday you can put your propane tank or you bring your rig around, and they will fill it. The price varies for what it cost us. They do it for, and we have a horseshoe pit for entertainment. That's
All right.
Quail Run down there. And Quail Run is an entertainment center that's open to you. The grills are open to you. Sometimes we have sing-alongs at night down there and stuff like that. So that's kind of a little recreation area that's separate if you want to use it. I'll go around the Quonset hut because I want you to be able to see.
So just to wrap up the financial piece, I put down my $2,000. It comes up and you say, hey, you're at the top of the list and this spot's available if you want it. It's going to cost you $12,568 with the improvements.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I can get a mortgage. I have to give you $12,568, sign all my paperwork, and I'm there.
Yes.
And then I have I have to pay all the electricity.
Yep.
It's metered.
Yep.
And I also pay an annual fee. How much is that a year these
$1,400
days?
right
$1,400 right
Yes.
now. Okay.
Yes, right
so,
now.
So
it's
that
a
wraps
year.
up kind of if you guys have more questions on that, ask in the comments, and I will call back here and get the answers for you.
Right.
But I think that wraps it up. This is this big Quonset hut with all this
Quonset
equipment.
hut. Yeah. Did you want to go in and look at it?
No, it's okay. We can see from here.
Okay. It's got machines, and even if you come in and you're not a member, you can use the machines in here with a member.
Right. Okay.
If you're a visitor and you have a repair to make and you need to cut wood or something like that, then you can go in and use that.
That's nice. Nice
Yes.
to have a little wood shop.
Well, it's kind of like most of these RV parks that are all co-ops, because we're a co-op. Most of them have something like that, but they don't always have them just open for you to go in and use.
Now I'm looking at the area around the club, and it's not like there's noisy neighbors next to you.
No, absolutely not. There's a vacant lot. One neighbor there that used to be an escapee that you took a picture of, and back here is now they got an emu down there. I don't know what they're doing, but they've redone things. This is all storage area. And there's another look at the area where you have your Quail Run for whatever you want to use it for.
Now, how many members are there approximately? How many spaces?
There's 182.
182.
Yeah. We have 94 sites that are A and B. We split them in half. Mm-hmm. And they're A and B. And so that's how we,
So in the big scheme of things, less than 200 people or 200 couples or families, that's not huge. So I could see how you could become kind of a family pretty quickly. And I'm going to guess that you can tell me that there's social activities, especially during the high season, that I can participate in.
Oh gosh, yeah. The Silver Seekers are the in-house people that they do fundraising for entertainment, and then they put on like dinners, lunches. They have entertainment come in. We have card games. We have a library. You'll see that when we go to the clubhouse if you want to do that.
I'd love to see the clubhouse.
Okay. And we have, gardeners. Hello, Mr. Johnson.
So it looks like Mr. Johnson had his own little garden going there at his place.
And that's because that's his front yard, and that's the way he wants to use it. That's my ring.
Oh, let's see.
That's where I live.
And that's a big. Oh, it's split A and B, so you have half that building.
Yes, I have this half here.
And what do you use your building for?
It's a shed. I have a desk in there. I have a sewing area in there. I have storage for the stuff that I know I absolutely need and haven't looked at in a year.
Well,
So,
one thing the little bit younger people, the people that are still trying to work a little bit on the road, will wonder about, what about internet and cell signal and all that stuff?
What we have is, if you see those white squares,
Yes.
that's Valley Electric. That's internet. You have to get your own. But in the clubhouse, we have Wi-Fi that's free.
Okay.
And we have 2 computers, 2 areas. One has a computer and a printer. The other, you bring your own up. This is one of the dog runs.
Oh,
It's
wow.
also a clearing station for your sewer and stuff. But that's all fenced in for the doggies to run. And this is unique to our park. That's why I brought you down here, not to look at storage, but we have an oil pit and a wash pit.
I knew about this, and I wanted to make sure that we saw it.
Yes, this is the oil pit. It was recently done under my husband's presidency when he was alive. And we redid the stairs and everything. And if you're visiting, you can still use it, but you must have a member with you. And they have the key in the office. And we have that big thing in the back that holds the oil, the old oil, and then we get
And
rid
to
of it.
make the distinction between a visitor and a visitor would be a member of Escapees,
Yes.
but a member is someone that has a residence here.
An owner.
An
Or
owner,
lease.
yeah.
It's a lease.
A lease. It's a lease, okay.
Yeah, and then this is the wash bay, and when you want to do your whole rig or something like that, you bring it down here, and we have the hose there, and we have all the brushes and all that, so you can sit and wash it all up and clean
Is
it all
there
up.
some mechanism here for disposal of oil?
Yeah,
used
that
oil?
big tank in the back, and
Yeah.
then we have it taken out periodically.
So
part
those
of
of you that
maintenance.
may not be familiar with why this is so cool,
Yeah.
is that if you want to change your own oil, you're going to be on your back, crawling under your rig. But with this, you walk down the stairs and you're standing.
But you can also do repairs.
Yeah.
If you have something that you have
Underneath,
to repair
right.
underneath, maybe you rewire some of the wires that have to go all the way underneath. You don't have to use that rolling crawler to try
Right.
to get under your rig. And some of us are well endowed and can't do that anymore, as you well know. the older the men get, the wider they get. So they can't crawl under anymore. We have some women that crawl under too, but this makes it easier. If you
So
have
these are
anything
people
like that
just
to do.
kind of storing their rigs here?
They're not using these right now. This typically, like the coachman typically, that would be someone who's here for a while and they have something on their property that they're staying in. But then when they decide to travel, then they take this out and they load it up and they go traveling.
Is
and
there a
then they come
separate
back
charge
in
for parking here?
it. No, this comes with your membership.
Okay.
Yes. When you get a membership, you're actually buying a membership that's connected to the lot that you're in. You don't own that lot. We do. And, as a co-op, owns it. But you now have lease, and the membership goes with it. If you decide to change a lot, like you didn't like the one you were in, you want to go to a different one, and it becomes available, then you have to sell your lot back to the co-op and then buy the new one.
Gotcha.
It's all on
All
paper,
right,
but
right.
you know what I mean. Because it's a different membership.
Gotcha.
So it's a different membership than your escapee membership, which you pay to the
Right.
home office, as it were. But I wanted you to see the oil pit, because that's important. A lot of people come here, particularly to work on their rig over the oil pit.
Now, I'm showing the other side of the fence here just to show people. There's no neighbors here that are going to make this place a noisy
No.
neighborhood at all.
No, at one time, this is abandoned now, but at one time, they tried to make a shrimp farm.
A shrimp farm.
Yes, they
Oh,
dug-
look, there's a gazebo over
Yes.
here. Look at
oh,
that.
I'm sorry. I almost
There's a
forgot the
gazebo.
This is a very nice resting place. And, of course, we have beautiful flowers that are from our landscape committee. And we had a wedding a couple of years ago in that gazebo.
Oh, how
A couple
sweet.
of our members that decided to tie the knot beautifully, and we all celebrated with them. They still have a place here. They're out on the road right now. But yes, it's very quiet here.
So the other big advantage to me of calling Pahrump your home at my age and getting older and getting on Medicare is the proximity to Las Vegas for any serious medical problems.
40 to 45 minutes. We do have a small hospital here, which is more or less like an emergency hospital, Desert View. And if you have anything they can't handle, they either ambulance you into Vegas, or they can helicopter you into Vegas. And we just had a member that fell off the roof of his RV, and he just had an operation in Vegas. Ambulance picked him up, took him to the helicopter area downtown, and they flew him into Vegas.
Now I have the helicopter insurance. I think it's $79.
NASA?
It's $79 a year.
Yep.
And in case, because you don't want a $20,000 helicopter bill if something like that happens.
No.
So I have that.
True.
I take out that insurance.
Yes. Yeah. So we're back this way, and I'm going to take you to the clubhouse.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you can see the clubhouse. Here we go. So you can see we have all different ideas of what they want in their yards and all that kind of stuff.
Is there any restriction on how old my RV can be? Even
No.
It
just
needs
has
to be in nice shape.
self-contained.
Self-contained and
Yes, we do not allow tents. We do have some vans, but they're self-contained. So that makes all the difference. Because we do have a dump station. We passed it down back near where I live. But that's for people that are boondocking. Because we have everything at each site, if you get a site. So, okay.
So a nice idea for someone might be scrape together the $2,000 and then start putting away maybe $200, $300, $400 a month while you're waiting.
Time while you're
You have
waiting.
time to save money for
Yep.
that for when the time comes.
Right. So
And if
we have the morning coffee group. You're on YouTube.
hello,
Have it
say hi to
recorded.
YouTube.
This is Rob. He's an escapee. He's doing a YouTube of our co-op. So good morning. We have all our men's coffee group, and some women drop in as well.
All right.
It's the morning coffee group.
Yeah, where's our back rub, Charlene?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I'll do it afterwards. We have our holiday tree and a donation table.
Oh yeah.
Then we have all of our seating for when we have the dinners and get-togethers as the coffee group comes.
How often are there meals here?
It depends on this what the Silver Seekers can get organized. Now you're into summer, and a lot of people are going away, so they'll have less. But during the winter season, we have the holiday meals for each holiday. Then we have little surprise ones. We had breakfast a couple of times. We've had Mexican food. We had, what other kind of foods do we have, Ray?
Pulled pork sandwich.
Pulled pork sandwiches. Whatever,
Navy bean soup.
Navy bean. Yeah, we just had a navy bean soup get together.
Lunch.
Yeah, for lunch.
Salad.
Salads, pizza party, that sort of thing. And we have activities on this side.
Oh, I see
This
pool
is
tables.
pool tables. We have darts. We have shuffleboard. This is new. And we also have beanbag toss, which some people call cornhole. When they want to use it, they can use it outside or inside. It's available. And
So
if you don't have your own cue, they give you cues.
have you invested in a pickleball court yet?
No, we don't really have room for one unless we take up part of where Quill
Oh,
runs.
gotcha.
But we do have bocce ball. Yeah. And I showed you the horseshoes. I took him down there and showed him that. We have a coffee bar in the corner. Now we have coffee and cookies 24/7. That there's a little box for you to put a donation in, but that's active all the time, and you see coffee cups on the wall. That's for the regular people that come down and they want to store their cup here because they don't want to carry it each time.
Got ice cream.
So you put
Ice cream.
Yep,
Now
and
you're
we
talking
have-
my line.
we have all kinds of things you can buy. There's ice cream. There's ice in the freezer, and then there's soda. And on Sundays, we either have a root beer float or sometimes we have cake and ice cream on Sundays.
So if you want to see the video with you on it, it's my channel is Travels with Dottie, and it'll be posted probably tomorrow sometime.
Okay. These are visitors, by the way. This is Jim and Rose. I always forget her name. They've been here and they jumped right in with 2 feet. They played Pokino with us yesterday.
We would have played pickleball, but we're working on that too.
Yeah,
I've never played. I'm over at Preferred RV Resort, and they're talking about putting one in there.
It's a big thing right now.
It's a big thing. Yeah. It's more expensive than I thought it would be.
Yeah. So we have a full kitchen, and that's why we can have the.
And what? Look in here. This goes on forever.
Yeah. So this is the multi-purpose room, and this room, if we turn on some lights, nope, not that one. They're on that side. It may be a little dark for you, but
no, it picks it up pretty well.
Good. So we have a library. We have puzzles where they sit and do puzzling. We have the computer stations, as I told you. There's the computer with the printer that you just log into. Make sure you log out. And then in the corner, we have a desk where you can put your own computer. But in this building is free Wi-Fi.
Okay. And I see
this is for card games.
Movies over here.
This is
3 walls of
You
movies.
can take a movie, and watch it at home if you want to. That's our library for that. And then this is the TV that you can come down and watch anytime.
And this looks like arts and crafts.
This is the craft room.
The craft? Are these 2 craft ladies?
No. They're just getting ready for something else.
No, we're going to play cards.
Yeah.
They're going to play. What kind of cards do you play? You're going to be on YouTube if you don't.
Yes. Margie, you're on YouTube.
What kind of cards do you play?
Well, we're playing Minnesota Canasta.
Oh.
And that there are 4 of us playing. And that takes 14 decks of cards.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we go through them one time.
Yes.
We have a card shuffler at home. And
all right. How high are the stakes? I mean.
we don't pay for money.
No.
Yeah, of course not.
No, of course not.
Did you hear that? Nye County Sheriff's Office. There's no money.
No money involved. But we do have 2 sewing machines available for people that do that. Then we have a lady who makes all these crafty things. And all this money that you raise for these cards and all that goes to the Silver Seekers in order to do entertainment for us or feed us meals. So it all goes back in to the thing. You're on camera. So
this is wonderful.
Nope. Yeah. So that's, it's a big clubhouse. And we try to make the card players comfortable. They come every night. They also play dominoes. Then you can get a glimpse of the
kitchen.
It's huge.
Well, that's a serious kitchen.
Yes, it is.
This is
an
industrial kitchen here.
Yeah. We have professional ovens and all that stuff, and then we have the men's and ladies room. And as I said, we're serious when we say you can buy soda.
Oh, you're not kidding.
No.
No joke.
No.
How about ice cream? Is there ice cream in that freezer?
Ice cream's over here.
Ice cream. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, they are serious about the ice cream. And I know that's why you're here. Yep. So we'll get close-ups of everything you can get here.
Yep.
For $1.
And you can do the microwave is open to be used, and then we have
bag dice for $2.
Yep. It's what we pay for it. So, and we have little money boxes everywhere to pay for whatever it is you purchase, and they're mostly at cost. So, And then this is the coffee bar. As I said, they have two different buns
And then we have
and cookies.
a cookie thief just came through.
And these are homemade by the ladies.
Oh, okay.
And right now there's no sugar free, but we do try to do that. So we have decaf coffee and regular coffee. And then these are our mugs.
People have their mugs up,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yes.
And they get together like these guys over here getting together with coffee pretty
Yes.
much every day, I bet.
They do. And we even have a piano. If you play piano, this was donated by a member that lives here, but they live in Alaska. So they come down in the winter and she plays for us during the winter, but she's not here in the summer.
Now, I'm going to bet when these guys get together for coffee, they're solving world problems.
Oh my gosh, they solve every problem. Yes. Yes.
Somebody else.
We have,
When you go out the door, can you turn the automatic switch on?
this is what they're waiting for.
No, I'll stick here. Thanks.
She's telling me that when you guys have coffee, you're solving world problems.
Well, yeah, we solve the whole world's problems every time.
Oh, everybody does one of these.
That's what he's waiting for. How are you this morning? You good? Okay. Good morning. How are you? Good. You're welcome. That's what I wrote down. Yeah. There you go.
Well, I tried to catch
Yes.
this because there was it'll come up in a minute. This is the forecast, and then things that are going on inside the facility here. Sunday socials, root beer float socials every Sunday at 2.
Yeah.
And then landscaping shed, hunting oil pit. Hope you want them all, borrow and return.
He's gonna.
Remember to lock the door when you leave. That's probably a great idea. And then happy hour cheers, 4 p.m. daily at the Clubhouse.
You too.
It's really social hour. You don't have to drink to come.
Yeah. And game days every Sunday 2:30 after ice cream social, at least 9 nickels to play. And I thought there was no money involved in 9 nickels.
Well, it's friendly. Everything goes back. Yeah.
New members, take
Mhm.
pictures from new members. And I didn't even think about packages. Monday through Saturday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's when you pick up your packages from Amazon and whatever, and medication.
This is true. Yeah, we don't have them deliver them to the sites for a reason. They go roaring through here, and we have dirt roads, so, well, gravel roads, and they get a lot of dust. So, and 2 Fridays a month, we have real bingo. So there's a bingo board to your left.
Oh, I see.
Yes, we have real bingo, and we have a bingo machine.
There we go. There's a
Yeah.
bingo board.
Yeah, we play with the real big balls, just like the pros.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there is entertainment. There is things to do.
Oh, and you go out to restaurants. Look here. And I just saw you
Yep.
missed it. Here's the schedule, though.
Yeah.
So they went. A group went to Terrible's, which is an amazing deal in town. I went with a friend of mine, and she got the fish special on a Friday night.
Yes,
Plus the salad bar. It was under $10.
I know. It's incredible.
It's crazy.
It is. It's crazy.
Well, so impressive.
Yeah.
And we've pretty much seen everything.
Yeah.
So as we kind of close this off, is there maybe something that you could say? What's the most compelling reason to get on the waiting list and get involved in Pair-A-Dice?
Like I said, it's centrally located for a lot of things that you want to go and see. We have a lot to do. The downtown area has many restaurants. It's got 3 grocery stores. One of them's Walmart. We have a Home Depot. I mean, we're coming up in the world. And this community itself, we are a family. We help each other out. We're concerned with each other. Our motto is caring and sharing. It's also the SKP motto. And we try very hard to be the best people we can be for each other and take care of each other until we no longer have you in our lives anymore. And it's just a nice, peaceful, friendly place to stay. Mostly we get comments from visitors, and they say the first thing they say is how friendly it is here, because we welcome you with open arms, and we love to see you. You get a skip hug if you visit and you want one. If you don't, okay. I happen to be also on the welcome committee, so if you've never been here before, we do have a little goodie bag that has stuff in it about what's going on downtown, and we give you a little homemade gift that the ladies have made. And that's why they come. And there are people that come repeatedly just because it is so friendly and there's so much to do here if you want to. Or you can, if you don't, you can just do
Well,
your
that's
own thing.
wonderful, Charlene. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I think the first thing to do if people get excited about this, make sure you have that Escapees membership. If you don't have it, get it right away, because you need to be 18 months to get on that waiting list. And that gives you all kinds of time to put away your pennies and dollars
Yes.
for when you want a home base that's permanent, among wonderful people. You'll be able to get it.
Yes, and it's close to many of the places you want to go, like Vegas and Death Valley and California, those kind of things. It's commutable.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, that was a great tour of the Pair-A-Dice Escapees membership park, and I hope that you guys got all you needed to hear out of that. That's pretty exciting that we got this enthusiastic, wonderful tour. And we're going to drive home, and we're just going to see how long it takes to do this drive into town. So we're leaving right now. It is 10:11 a.m. And how long is it going to take us to get to the grocery store? Right? And I'm gonna go with my guess at 10 minutes. We had a little chat afterwards, and in that chat we talked about some things I didn't think of to ask. One was, let's say I get to the top of the list and the spot that comes up isn't ideal for me. I don't like it. Well, the rules say you can say pass 3 times. I don't want this one, that one, that one. But she said there's a way to deal with that with less risk. If you can afford it and you're ready, say yes the first time and take whatever spot it is. And you can actually, when another spot becomes available as a member, you can swap those spots out. You can sell your spot back to the association and buy the one that's come available before it goes to the list. So it could be a little bit more. If it has more improvements, it could be a couple $1,000s more. But that's a way to eventually get into a spot that you're going to be super, super comfortable with. And let me tell you, I'm very seriously considering doing this, where I could probably come up with the $2,000 easy, get on the list, and then figure 24 months, right? So let's figure at the worst case, it's going to cost me $15,000. So I take $15,000, divide it by 24 months, and so that's going to be a little over $500 a month. Can I afford to put away in a separate account $500 a month for the next 2 years? So when it does come around, I can just write a check, and then I have a permanent place to live, where all I have to do is pay the could be $1,500 a year by the time that happens, plus the electricity, which I think I can be frugal with. And that is definitely worth considering. There are other KP Parks cooperatives like this, and I'm going to put a link
I'm going to put probably quite a few links. Make sure we have stops each way here. Quite a few links in the description for you to look stuff up like other parks. They're they're all going to be slightly different areas. Again, let me tell you why I love Pahrump so much. Everything that I want is here, and if I want something extravagant, I can be in Las Vegas in less than an hour. A pleasant drive without traffic getting into Las Vegas, just over the pass on 160. I access to decent routine medical care here in Pahrump, but if I need something serious, I can get to Las Vegas, which is a major area for medical services, and I feel really, really good about that. That's why I like Pahrump so much, and it's near California. It's in Arizona. It's a certainly doable day to get from here to Quartzsite. It's a day trip to get into New Mexico for the summer. There's a lot good to say about this. Now, those of you that know how much I love Preferred RV Resort, I do love it. I think it's great. However, is a little higher end in terms of the amenities, and in particular, the hot tub and that amazing pool. Pair-A-Dice, don't have any kind of pool, nothing like that. So that's a consideration, but to me, the idea that I'm going to have my own spot with my own little casita that I can make improvements on, I can make a deck, I can pour concrete, knowing that I'm going to get part of that back if I ever leave, that's very, very tempting. So are at 1017 and we're back to 160. You know, this is middle of town yet, but it's the main drag. We're at 160. And I will give you a time mark when I get to at least where Smith's is. And you know, when I jump into Smith's real quick, because the last trip I forgot to get half and half. So I do want to do that. I'm thinking there was something else that I wanted to pick up too, and I can't remember what it is, so I'll think on that as I'm talking. I think I said 10:11 was when I left. Is that right? I'll double check when I do the editing. But it's been 7 minutes, and you know, I'm on the main drag. I'm not really. I'm on 160, but I'm not like where stuff yet. So that's still got a little ways to go. Still got about a mile and a half. I'm not going to get too excited. There's a truck in front of me, and I don't political things, and this is generic political. It's a big sign that this person is flying, and it says the F word in a president's last name. And I don't care which president you're referring to. I think it's disrespectful. It's the right to do it. It's freedom of speech, and I will defend it. However, I think it's very distasteful, and it lacks insight and maturity and common sense, and it's just something that would be absolutely unthinkable in years past. However, I will reiterate that I believe in the rights of the Constitution and the right to free speech, and their right not stop where I'm offended. I'm offended, but I will still defend their right to do exactly what they're doing and using the exact words that they're doing it in the manner that they're doing it. I'm just disappointed to see it, that's all. So, we are at 10:20, so that's the 9-minute mark where we're getting to the preferred RV resort road and the Walgreens. And this is fairly typical traffic. Doesn't get much worse or much better than this during the day. And we're coming up here for the turn to Smith's grocery store. So your first grocery store is exactly 10 minutes from Pair-A-Dice. I said I was going to go into Smith's, but I think I'll just hop into Walmart real quick because I will time how long it takes to get into Walmart. We're still at 10 minutes, and the Walmart turn is coming up right here. We're going to be totally fair and time how long it takes to actually get into the Walmart official parking lot. How's that sound? Because we're still at 10 minutes now, and I bet we're going to be at 11 by the get to the parking lots. We're at the 11 minutes. We're in front of the Walmart. And we are at 12 minutes to a parking spot at Walmart. So 12 minutes from, basically, you want to add another minute if you're in the back of this Pair-A-Dice. Takes a minute to get the front entrance right left. So 13 minutes. A little bit, you're waiting for your wife. Let's call it 15 minutes. At the absolute most, it's going to take 15 minutes to get from the spot that you own, not own, but lease, but you know what I mean, your permanent spot at Escapees, and your 15 minutes from the center of Pahrump into Walmart. That's a pretty good deal. I've really enjoyed this video. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. And post all kinds of things in the description about it. You can call them, ask them questions. You can ask even me questions in the description. If I don't know the answer, I will call them and I'll get the answer and I'll post it. Have a great day. Take care. See you on the next one. I am grateful for you. Love it that you watch my videos. Thank you.